In a previous video, I said that strategies can be magical or physical. Hajime no Ippo has the best example of strategies that are purely physical. I'll be breaking down Ippo vs Sendo to show that, as it is one of Season 1's best fights. Going into the fight, Ippo's macro strategy was the gong and dash. As soon as the bell rang, he was supposed to run up and wail on Sendo, but the opponent unintentionally countered that strategy with his menacing aura. Sendo's intimidation worked in Ippo's favor because if he had charged in, he might have gotten knocked out by Sendo's powerful fists. Sendo puts Ippo on the ropes and swings on him. His strategy is to keep punching and break through his guard. To add more complexity to the fight, Ippo came into the fight with a weakness. His right hand is damaged and it's not completely safe to use. Ippo was trying to avoid using it, but now he has no other option. His macro strategy became to win with his right. Makunouchi steps in close and tries to land a right, but Sendo is making it difficult for him to aim. Ippo adapts to this by falling from his opponent's blow, making him drop his guard, and launching the right. It lands perfectly and doesn't hurt his fist, eliminating his weakness for now. This is the first time Ippo takes the lead, and he keeps it up with an effective barrage on Sendo. His opponent is saved by the bell. At the start of round 2, Rocky of Naniwa finally brings out his signature move, the smash, a mid-range fusion of a hook and uppercut. Even though Ippo guards, he's knocked back to the ropes. The smash becomes Sendo's macro strategy. The second one is adapted by firing from even lower, and it breaks Ippo's guard, ending episode 32. The weak point of the smash is his defense, but Sendo leaned into its offensive power to make it more effective. Sendo's macro strategy is to keep Ippo on the ropes with the smash. Ippo adapts by moving to stop the smash and landing blows from close range. Another weak point of the smash is that it needs space to step into, so by fighting up close, Ippo exploits that weak point and nullifies the move. Sendo adapts by putting the smash away and boxing in close range as well. The two are evenly matched, so when an opening arrives, Sendo makes a tactical play by stepping back to create the space needed for the smash. Ippo tries to exploit the weak point by closing the gap, but he doesn't have enough time, so he switches to an adaptation, punching at the same time. But the smash was a feint, and Sendo slips the punch before landing a right. Ippo quickly adapts by blocking with his shoulder, but he still takes damage. Sendo returns to his smash macro strategy and grazes Ippo. Before Sendo can land another, the bell rings, ending round 2. Ippo goes into round 3 with seemingly no options available. Ippo starts at mid-range, which is advantageous for Sendo's smash. Then he starts posing like Sendo, implying that he plans to copy his smash. After exchanging some blows, makunouchi launches Sendo's signature move and grazes him. It wasn't exactly the same, but it was an effective mid-range punch added to his arsenal. The reason he was able to do this is because he won one of his fights in the past with the same move. The two exchanged more blows with Sendo having the slight advantage, but Ippo remembering exactly how he punched Miyata with his mid-range attack allows him to gain the advantage with a clean hit and a knockdown. Rocky of Naniwa barely makes it back up. The two are evenly matched in fast blows and no guards. They go hit for hit with no plan. It's a test of power and endurance. In episode 34, they keep swinging, but Sendo eventually gains the advantage. Sendo catches a desperate Ippo off guard and lands a smash in between his barrage. Sendo returned to his smash strategy. Once Ippo drops his guard, he rips out his signature move again, but Ippo luckily counters by falling down from exhaustion. But like in round 1, he composes himself and launches a punch from below on an unprepared Sendo. It lands on his temple and it feels like a good hit to Ippo, but Sendo's unfazed and continues wailing on his opponent. The protagonist gets destroyed on the ropes and is saved by the bell, but Sendo keeps swinging. Ippo is out of options, but he still decides to continue into round 4. However, Sendo does not get back up because of the temple punch. He was unconscious ever since that blow and was still only fighting due to sheer willpower. That's the end of the fight. This fight was brilliant because even though there is no magic to rely on, the fight remains extremely tactical. Sendo's supposed to be a monster, a final boss, and the tactics do a great job of showing that. There are so many moments in the fight where it just feels hopeless for the hero because of how good his opponent is. The biggest contributor to that is Sendo's signature move. Most of Ippo's fights have him win by countering his opponent's signature move, signature strategy, or exploiting their weak point. Sendo's smash is his ultimate move. Right after the first usage, he adapted it to make it even more effective, but it was a balanced move. It had a weak point in its range, but Sendo knew how to adapt to it. Ippo could never take advantage of its defensive faults, so its main weakness was the range. When the hero discovered this, Sendo adapted by either jumping back to create space or feinting the smash to open Ippo up for free hits. All of this paints Sendo as a tactical genius with a move that he makes invincible thanks to his wit. Ippo also never destroyed this move. His only option was to copy it so that he could fight back in mid-range, and he only managed to copy it because he'd luckily done a similar move in a previous fight. By the end of the match, this strategy stopped working for the hero, and is back to barely hanging on against the smash. Ippo gets a critical hit through pure luck, which ends the match. Outside of round 1, whenever the two got up close and personal, Sendo would eventually gain the advantage and put Ippo on the ropes. So outside of having a powerful signature move and knowing how to work around his weaknesses, he's also better than Ippo in close range, which is Ippo's best strategy for avoiding said signature move. He was just a deadly combination of skills that injected despair into his opponents. In a couple matches, Ippo goes in with a move or strategy learned specifically for the fight. Here, it was the Gongen Dash, but Sendo immediately shut that down, forcing Ippo to improvise a new punch later in the match. From the start of round 1, his aura was felt alongside his epic theme song. In the end, Ippo won with endurance and a little bit of luck, because despite taking more blows, he never got knocked down. In conclusion, Ippo vs Sendo was an excellent fight due to how it used special attacks and strategies and how it balanced them with weaknesses that could be exploited. It told its own story through its strategies and plays.